How's it going, everybody? It's the Kid Fox here. This is my channel where I talk about anime, video games, cartoons, most notably Sonic and Ninja Turtles. And today, I'm actually going to do a reaction video. This is actually kind of a reaction video. I don't really do reaction videos too much, but you know how I've reacted to guys like Harryana or, Bizarro in the past and stuff. But today, I'm actually reacting to a different YouTuber, a little change of pace or change of atmosphere, whatever you want to call it. I actually reacted to Emery Kennedy and stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure some people might know Emery Kennedy as the guy that made that video. Sonally is better than Sonamy and stuff, and I'm pretty sure he made this as a counter argument to my video when I said Sonamy was better than Sonally and stuff. Like almost a whole year or two ago. It was a while back, but but yeah, he made that video, I guess, in counter to mine. The reason why I say that is because he literally, like, as soon as he finished the video on Christmas, he actually sent it in my comments and on my video and stuff, which I'm not appalled or anything. I actually thought it was a pretty decent video and pretty well constructed. The only thing I didn't like was the audio. I was like, I was listening to this with my headphones in, and I'm like, this is weird. But I guess he has some problems with his software or something. I think he mentioned that in his comments. But anyways, so I'm going to react to that video and stuff. This isn't about me saying that Sonamy is still better than Sonally or anything. I mean, he's entitled to his opinion. I'm entitled to mine. And so are you as the viewer or the audience and stuff are entitled as well. I just wanted to just do this reaction because I know some people wanted me to, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out anyways. I'm not going to be dissing the guy. I'm not going to be making fun of him or anything. I'm not going to be calling him stupid or anything like that. I actually think he seems pretty legit. He's actually pretty decent and whatnot. There are some things, of course, that I disagree with, which is what I'm going to talk about right here. Alright, so let's get started.
This picture sums up Sonic and Sally's relationship as a whole. Their relationship is very fun and interesting, which is why I prefer it over Sonamy. Even the very world that they come from has more substance than Sega's world. Everything from their character development into lovers, to their playful dialogue, to Sonic and Sally's unique personality, even Sally's unique design plays a role. Sonic Saturn is not too dark and yet not too lighthearted neither. It's like right in the middle, like the anime Dragon Ball Z. It has the right balance. The rebel team of the Freedom Fighters, consisting of Sonic the Hedgehog, the hero. People often say that kids could never get into Sonic Saturn, but I believe it's been proven that people often underestimate kids. They are smarter than you think. When I was a kid, I didn't see Sonic as, a Bugs Bunny or Mickey Mouse ripoff. Just because Sonic has socks and shoes like them, which is why I, as a 5-year-old kid, preferred Saturn over Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Sally Acorn, the leader of the Freedom Fighters, his best friend Tails, the genius Rotor, and cowardly coyote named Antoine. The darker tone of Sonic Saturn's world helps to establish his unique relationship with his friends, family, and of course his love interest compared to the games. The world in which they come from has already been conquered by Dr. Robotnik. You have the dark and dreary Robotropolis, and you have the very comfortable atmosphere of Knothole. These side characters help to flesh out Sonic's character, making the world and their relationships have more substance. All the side characters are a story for another day. Right now we are going to focus on the relationship of Sonic and Sally and why I prefer it over Sonamy.
Alright, so just to set the record straight, kids are stupid. like when you were a kid, everybody was stupid. So let's just be honest. Like, we'll watch anything that's kind of entertaining or whatever, that's just what kids do. Although when you're an adult and you go back and revisit these timeless pieces and stuff, whether it be just, I don't know, Tom and Jerry, Batman the animated series, X-Men the animated series, whatever, there could be definitely bigger messages than you might realize when you were a kid and stuff. You'll be like, oh, I see it now, basically. That's kind of how it is with cartoons and stuff. And I do appreciate the effort that the writers and the actors do put into it. And whatnot, and of course, just anyone that had any hand on working it and stuff, And Saturday is definitely one of those shows and stuff, But yeah, But anyways, but yeah, but the one thing I would say I definitely disagree with what he has to say here is that he says that Stadium has a lot more substance than the Sonic games, which I completely disagree. Now, if you're talking like anything before like Sonic 2, then you might have an argument there or a case, you know. But but if you're talking about in this day and age, no, it does not have as like it does not have as much substance or anything. Now again, that could be just your opinion and that's fine. But me personally, it does not. Like there's so many other like I don't know locations, other like places, good storylines and stuff that's been just utilized throughout the Sonic games and stuff. Stuff like in Sonic Adventure, you had the lore about the Knuckles clan and stuff. You know about the echidnas, the cow, chaos and stuff. What happened? How did echidnas go extinct? Then you had like Sonic Adventures 2 with Professor Gerald, Dr. Eggman's grandpa and stuff, Maria Robotnik, Shadow, the space colony arc, the Eclipse Cannon. Then you had like the Jizoids or Gizoids, whatever you want to call them, back from like Sonic Advance. Then you also had Sonic Battle, everything, you know? Tell me that does not have a whole lot of substance, because it sounds to me like it does. Then stuff like in Sonic Unleashed, you have, Dark Gaia, Light Gaia, like, etc. Like, it goes on. And then you got other locations and stuff, or places like Angel Island, South Island, West Side Island. You have a little planet, the Chaos Emeralds, the Time Stones, etc. Like, there's plenty of substance inside the Sonic game.
Sonic and Sally started out as good friends, and which they grew up together, so they know each other well. They've both experienced losing their loved ones in their efforts to defeat Dr. Robotnik and liberating their world he conquered. Sonic lost his Uncle Chuck, and Sally lost her father, King Acorn. They were there for each other. Even though they may argue, they both have each other's back whenever the other is down. We all need each other, and we must lift each other up when we lose our loved ones. Their relationship has a lot of substance. Amy, on the other hand, started off with tarot cards to get her love for Sonic. First of all, tarot cards are extremely demonic. And second, compared to Sonic and Sally's relationship, Sonally has way more weight and substance compared to Sonamy. They were good friends first and lovers second. I love the sarcastic dialogue that Sonic and Sally engage in whenever they interact. It's just so fun, unique, and interesting.
Alright, so there's quite a few things I disagree with here. Where do I even begin? For starters, the tarot cards. Now, he says tarot cards are demonic. Honestly, I'm not even religious, so I don't really care. Some people say Harry Potter is demonic, even though it's really not. It's just a movie and a book series, but it's whatever. But anywho, who cares? But the thing about tarot cards is that people like, some, especially girls, I think, definitely like to get their fortunes read and stuff a lot, and like know what's in store for their future and whatnot, or who they might end up with, or whatever, or how many children would they have, that kind of thing. And Amy's just one of those type of girls, so that's why she probably took up the hobby in the first place, because she likes to oh no, because Amy's a romantic, so of course she would want to know. So anyways, we know that the tarot cards tells her that basically she will fall in love with a hero on Little Planet and stuff, and as we know, Amy goes to Little Planet for her little adventure and stuff, where she meets Sonic there, and then ends up getting captured, and later on rescued by Sonic and stuff. In the end, and then then ever since, Amy actually fell in love with Sonic, but not because of the tarot cards told her so. She fell in love with Sonic because of his heroicness and his bravery and whatnot, and his like selflessness. So ever since, Amy's always been trying to she's always been trying to prepare herself to try and be more so the ideal wife for Sonic someday and whatnot. Like, you definitely see this a lot if you watch Sonic X and stuff, where Amy's always cooking, and she's always trying to improve herself, get stronger, that kind of thing, even in Sonic Battle. So yeah, even in there when she was trying to help raise Emerald and stuff and whatnot, yeah. So stuff like that, that's what I like about Amy's character and stuff, and just yeah. I kind of disagree, so I think there's some substance there within Sonamy and stuff. It's not just some simple one-note gag or whatever, or anything like that.
Ben Hur said it best, which I am paraphrasing, Sonic will go along with Sally plan to a degree, but if he doesn't want to go to a certain place, he isn't going no matter what Sally says. Also, sometimes Sonic is wrong and his cockiness can get them into trouble. A relationship should not be one-sided, with one character having no flaws in the relationship while the other just agrees with the other person no matter what, like if they're Gary Stews or Mary Sue's or something. Which is why I don't like Sonamy. Sonally has good chemistry along with flaw, which makes Sonally well-rounded.
Please stop!
Amy? That's one of Eggman's clunkers! Out of my way!
No! He helped me before by letting me escape. This robot is different. You don't need to hurt him, okay?
Amy! Okay, I guess I'll let him go then.
The A carrier's losing altitude.
We're fresh out of time! Take Amy and clear out, fast!
What about you?
I'll nail that Eggman! Can't let him escape!
I knew you would save me, Sonic. You're my hero. You okay? It's dangerous here. Don't pay attention to Eggman anymore. Free yourself. Come on.
Why are you helping me?
I said we'd be friends, and I'm returning your favor. Even this birdie wants you to be free. Eggman's not the kind of man you should work for. Amy, come on. Let's get going. Until we meet again, Mr. Robot. Take care of yourself.
I know Amy is a good character when it comes to the gag of her chasing Sonic, but when it comes to a relationship, I still prefer Sonally over Sonamy. Even Sally's physical design is more unique than Amy's. I think Sally's design is more creative because with Amy, for example, you have Sonic, who is a blue hedgehog. Then comes the creator of Amy. Comes by and says, Sonic is a blue hedgehog, I'll just make a pink hedgehog. Her design just seems like a recolor of Sonic, my original OCC character, Do Not Steal on DeviantArt. It's like swapping a color palette of Sonic's design and making him pink. It's like corporate and soulless, just like Mickey and Minnie Mouse. If Sonic and Amy were to have kids, you know pretty much what their kids would look like. Their traits are too similar and boring. For example, Sonic and Amy are both hedgehogs. Oh, Sonic and Amy's eyes are both green. So, and what color would their children's eyes be? Duh, green. I know what you're thinking. Sonic is a hedgehog, therefore he should date a hedgehog. What I say to that is, notice that all of Sonic's friends are different animals. That's because it having more, a variety, keeps it from being boring.
Now, I know some people would like to ship Sonic and Amy because they're both hedgehogs. Me personally, I do not ship them because they're both hedgehogs. I'm sorry, that's just a dumb reason for me. I just like seeing the characters together. That's pretty much the reason why. Hell, back when I was a kid, I honestly didn't even know Amy was a hedgehog or not until a little later. So I was like, yeah, because you know how everybody had their names, like, oh, the bat, the echidna, fox or whatever. Yeah, Amy was like one of the only characters that didn't have like hedgehog in her name or whatever, or didn't have her species to specify whether or not what she was or not. But yeah, I don't ship them because they're hedgehogs.
People want to pair up Knuckles and Rouge a lot. It would be lazy to make a pink echidna. If Sonic and Sally were to have kids, it would be more fun and interesting. like Sonic the Hedgehog's son, could have his blue eyes, from Sonic. Sonic's chipmunk daughter could have her mother Sally's green eyes, like with Boruto, for example. I think it would have been much better if Boruto had his mother's Hyuga's clan eyes with his mother's black hair and his father's whiskers.
All right, so it sounds like he's trying to roast. So he's trying to roast Amy for her design. All right, where I begin. All right, I want to talk about Boruto first. I don't really talk about Naruto often. I want to talk about Naruto eventually on this channel. But for Boruto's design is alright. It's nothing wrong with it or anything. Hinata, by the way, has blue hair, not black hair. I know, for years I used to think it was black or it was like blue with some lighting or whatever. No, Hinata actually has like legitimate blue hair and stuff. That would not look good on Boruto at all, for Boruto to be having blue hair or whatever, but it's whatever. I mean, I like it. It looks better. Boruto's good the way he is. And as far as the whisker thing goes, usually in lore with Naruto and stuff, anyone that's like born under a Jinchuriki, they will eventually have, like, not eventually, they are born with whiskers and stuff, just like Naruto. Like, Naruto's mom was a Jinchuriki, so therefore Naruto was born with the whiskers and stuff. Just like how Naruto's kids they're not Jinchuriki, but they were born from a Jinchuriki, so they also have whiskers as well. That's how that works. But anyways, back on the topic at hand with Sonic and stuff. So anyways, in case you didn't already know, Amy is literally created by the same dude that also created Metal Sonic. You do realize that, right? The dude that designed Metal Sonic's design and stuff from like Sonic CD, yeah, also was the same guy that designed Amy as well. It's not like, oh well, yeah, like Metal Sonic, he's a badass. Like, let's be honest. Amy, like, her designs aren't like badass or anything, but it's cute. Like as Rosie Rascal, her design was cute, and then it definitely got better by the time of like Sonic Adventure, and then a lot of people also like Sonic Boom Amy's design because it's something that's different, But anyways, back to Sonic CD. So anyways, he's trying to rip on the fact that Amy's just a pink hedgehog or whatever. She's a pink hedgehog. Oh, Sonic's a blue hedgehog. Look how generic that is. Well, yeah, that's probably because pink is usually characterized with romance, and Amy's a romantic. And on top of that, girls are usually associated with pink, whereas boys are also associated with blue. Like, big difference. I mean, like, Knuckles is supposed to be Sonic's rival, right? And it's complete opposite. Like, where Sonic's fast, Knuckles is strong. Sonic's blue, Knuckles is red, right? Like, come on, bro. Like, are you even trying? But anyways, yeah. So yeah, and then with Sadie M and stuff, I'm not saying like I hate Sadie M's designs or anything. They're all right and stuff. Sally's design is pretty good, but I just don't like the saturation. Like, I don't like the saturation inside Sadie M and stuff too much, where majority of the characters are like mostly just brown. Like, you got Sally that's brown, Bunny that's brown. In the comics, they changed her to yellow, I believe, but yeah, originally she was brown in the show. Tails, who was brown for some reason back in the old 90s cartoons, yeah, made no sense. So yeah, I just didn't like the saturation too much in Sadie M, where everything was just brown or black or grayish, it's like a little blah. But in the games though, which is a little bit more appealing to me, the games are more colorful and vibrant, which is why that appeals to me more, or one of the things that appeals to me more about the games. So yeah, and I get what he means by like saying that Mickey Mouse are like pretty much like, oh well, Amy's like pretty much like the Minnie Mouse or whatever. Look, the thing with and Amy is based off of Minnie Mouse, but the thing is with Minnie Mouse isn't too distinguishable from Mickey and stuff. She looks pretty much just like Mickey Mouse, just without the like, if you take away the bow and the like in the dress or whatever, the skirt, then yeah, she looks just like Mickey. Whereas with Amy, like, yeah, if you take away, like, let's say, yeah, you can't take away, there's like, you have to take away a whole lot or completely like just in order to like just redraw the whole character and stuff to just get Sonic, basically. So no, Amy's not just like, oh, a clone or some kind of like, I don't know, OCC, whatever he's saying, and stuff.
I noticed that Elise looks awfully a lot like Sally. I got to ask Sonamy fans, what is wrong with Sega doing this? What's the matter? Trouble in paradise?
And to answer your question, basically, first off, Elise is a one-off character for Sonic 06. Don't get me wrong, I actually like Elise and stuff. I'm one of the very few people that actually enjoy it. Well, there's a lot of people that enjoy Sonic 06, but I'm actually one of the few people that actually will say some good things about Elise. I actually thought Elise was a pretty decent character. I don't think she was underwritten at all. I actually think she was pretty decently written and stuff. I didn't like the fact that she was always getting captured, but I actually thought Elise was actually a pretty good character. However, that was just specifically for that game, and like Sonic didn't exactly have as strong as like feelings like for Elise as Elise did for him. Although I think Sonic did have some attraction for Elise. However, here's the thing though. First off, Sonic 06 takes a lot of inspiration from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I mean, Eggman at one point even like made a reference to this, saying, "Oh, the princess and the seven Chaos Emeralds, just like, you know, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs." That's kind of why Elise is wearing white and why she's kissing Sonic to bring him back to life. I mean, come on, do you not see the symbolisms here? But that's pretty much that. But yeah, it's not because, oh well, Elise is based off of Sally or anything. If anything, Elise looks a lot more like Sarah than she looks more like than Sally. Like, let's be honest, right?
It's more interesting because Sally is not only a different species with the tomboy look that was popular back in the 90s, she also had an updated personality to match. Amy has a red dress that doesn't even look like much effort was put into it.
Does he not realize that Sally also went through a bunch of redesigns first before we got her brown and red hair and all that stuff, iconic look? Because, you know, originally Sally had like blonde hair and like I think peach fur, and then they ended up changing that to be like black hair and pink fur and stuff. But yeah, that's right. Oh, pink hedgehog, pink blue hedgehog. Yeah, it's generic, right? But we got a blue hedgehog with a pink chipmunk and stuff, which I honestly didn't even know Sally was a chipmunk until, well, years later and stuff. But when I was a kid and stuff, I didn't know Sally was a chipmunk. I thought she was like a deer or something because her tail wasn't like, oh, that's not like a chipmunk or a squirrel, right? But but I'm just like, I just wanted to point that out. But anywho, let's get back to the topic. Alright, so his audio kind of cuts out from here because of copyright and stuff. He was playing a different like song in his like in the same video, but he had to probably cut it. So I'm just gonna finish off explaining some of these points one by one and stuff. I might be just reiterating myself, but I'll make it brief so this video won't drag on for too long. Anyways, the relationship is too one-sided. Again, you can probably just rewatch some of my videos and stuff. I've done videos on the subject that, yeah, Sonamy and stuff. Like, not to say that is a thing, but obviously, yeah, Sonic does actually have feelings for Amy as well and whatnot, just not as open about it as she is. And hell, you can probably expect something coming on later that I might be making. Anyways, he misspelled tarot cards. It's tarot with a T at the end, but not Terra, like the Earth kind of Terra. He misspelled tarot. And then also, let's see, it's not as in comparison to Sonally. Again, that's opinionated. Their chemistry is not as good as compared to Sonally. Again, that's also opinionated. Seems like Amy has most, if not all, the flaws, but Gary Stu Sonic. I don't know why everybody lately wants to call Sonic a Gary Stu for some reason when he's clearly not. Like, what? Amy's physical hedgehog design recolor do not steal OCC character concept is lazy compared to Sally. Amy's design is lazy compared to Sally. Like, again, I've already talked about this. Like, okay, first off, Amy was designed by the same dude that created Metal Sonic. We've already been over this. She was also designed, like her redesign, Yuji Ikawa, was the same dude that redesigned the modern characters the way they are, like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. Even like co-created Rouge and Shadow and stuff. So I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, well, Amy's design is just out of the bunch. It's just lazy. Like, what? Sonally is, not Sonally, Sonamy, sorry. Sonamy is way too corporate and boring, like Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse design and chemistry. I mean, if it was just boring, like, don't you think that Sonic and Amy already would have been together in that case? They would have been just a couple, and there would have been like no like drawn out moments or anything. No, in particular, like nothing nothing that stands out. Nothing that you can like recall that, oh well, they're just together just for the sake of it. Yeah, then I guess that would probably be like Mickey and Minnie Mouse's relationship, right? But anyways, and then Sega of Japan would not give Sonally a chance despite introducing Elise, which again, they introduced Elise for that one story, and that was because they were trying to tell a different story from a different kind of perspective, where Elise was a new character instead of like a new person that Sonic just met, and Elise starts to like fall in love with him throughout the adventure and stuff, you know. You can't really tell that story with Amy and stuff because Amy already has that kind of established history with Sonic anyways. Same thing for Sally. Like, they all have that history with Sonic. They've known each other way back. So it's not like, oh, that's why they introduced Elise and stuff, and they were trying to tell a certain narrative. But yeah. So, anyways, that's the end of this portion. I'm gonna go into what he was talking about with Sonally, and then I'll finish the video from there. All right. So his first point is Sonic and Sally actually grew up together, and they were childhood friends first and lovers second. I don't know about that last part, what I just said about them being friends first and lovers second. But anyways, yeah, they grew up together and stuff. They're childhood friends. I don't know why a lot of people like to use this as if this is like a one-up on like Sonamy or something, because Sonic and Amy have known each other, yeah, for a while too. Like, they've known each other since they were kids, since Sonic CD, you know? And since like Sonic CD takes place before Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, that would probably mean that Sonic actually will probably know Amy probably a little bit longer than he's known Tails and Knuckles, actually. So that's a possibility, right? So yeah, they're definitely childhood friends too, right? They just didn't grow up together, I guess. So yeah, they should definitely know each other well. Sonally has substance and true character development. Again, I've already explained this earlier in the video, where I said that Amy's definitely developed as a character through her feelings for Sonic, and this has also convinced Sonic to be more of a stronger hero and stuff, and always like never lose his way, because he has people like Amy and Tails always looking out for him. And then they both experience what it's like to lose a family member. Again, I've already said this, you already know my opinion. I don't think Sonic is really the type of character that should really undergo some kind of tragedy, or he's not motivated by like grief or loss to become a better hero. He's just, you know, he just does it because he's just trying to do the right thing and stuff. What else? Great fun dialogue, no one-sided gags. I mean, Sonamy has some pretty fun dialogue inside the IDW comics and inside the Sonic Boom show, so I mean, it's not like it's not there. They both have flaws, which helps the relationship grow. I mean, again, they both have flaws as well with Sonamy, but okay. Sonally is the underdog relationship, while Sonamy is more of a corporate move. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, like, underdog doesn't mean it's better, but I wouldn't say like, you know, oh, Sonamy is just completely just corporate and it just shows. Like, no. There's some substance there as well. But anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to Emery Kennedy. Go check out his original video. It's on his channel and stuff. It's titled Sonally is better than Sonamy, pretty much, just like my thing, or why Sonally is better than Sonamy and stuff. That's his video. Like I said, I personally disagree. Don't attack him or anything. I'm not even trying to attack him. I'm not even making fun of the guy. I'm just reacting to his video and just giving you my opinion on it. That's pretty much about it. Alright, well, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is Keenus Fox, and I'm out. Peace.